I've been meaning to talk about this shoe for a long time now, but seeing that one of PSG's own just took home the Ballon d'Or, there's no better time. So let's take a look at the Air Jordan 4 Paris Saint-Germain. This is the criminally underrated Air Jordan 4 PSG, and as I mentioned, there's no better time to talk about these, seeing as what just went down in soccer recently. The collaboration with Jordan Brand and PSG goes back to 2018 when they initially started to work together, and then this shoe followed in 2020, being one of the first Air Jordan sneakers actually released as part of the collaboration. They've also released a pair of Air Jordan 5s, which are pretty cool, an Air Jordan 7 pair, which is pretty cool, and I think they're releasing a new pair of 5s with PSG in the next 2 months, I think. So this is Jordan Brand's attempt at going outside of the basketball market for once and trying to capture a whole new fan base in soccer with PSG. Now, I'm here for it. I like that they want to venture out and try stuff new with different teams and stuff, and I love the colours on this pair. I think the Bordeaux, white and black works so well on the Air Jordan 4 silhouette together. I think the Bordeaux colour is actually a nod to Paris's wine culture, which is subtle but pretty cool. Now, the thing about this sneaker is the leather. As soon as I saw these, I knew they had to be in my collection. It took a while, but I finally found them for a sleeper price where I just had to pounce, and I'm happy to finally have this shoe. And continuing into those materials, as I said, the leather is premium on this pair. Super nice, super soft. It's probably not the best I've ever seen, but it's better than 90% of the other Jordans we're getting these days. So yeah, put my hands together for these pair. Got to give it your flowers because this is done really well. Another thing to note is this back tab here. It's like the SB4s, how it's a little bit rubber, a bit more flimsy, which I do love because it can sometimes dig in your heel on your Achilles, and it's not a comfortable feeling. But it doesn't happen with all Jordan 4s, just some I've noticed. And actually, something cool about this back tab while we're speaking about it is on the back it does have the PSG logo, and on the inside it has this little number 75. And does the other pair? Yeah, the other pair has the number 75 as well also. Another nod to PSG is on the mudguard right here. On the base of it has this little tag that says Paname. I'm not 100% sure what that's nodding to, but I'm here to find out. Here's what it really means. I'll fix it in editing. And then on the insole you actually have some Paris word. I can't speak French, and then it just says Paris as well. I'll figure out what that means too. That's going to be here. I think this sneaker matters a lot because it's the cultural crossover between two of the world's biggest games, and most significantly America's basketball and Europe's football, as they say. But yeah, so I think it's definitely a shoe that, you know, encapsulates both sides of the sports world across season. You have sort of both teams represented in one shoe. A short, brief summary of the Jordan 4. It was originally created back in 1987, and it was Michael Jordan's fourth sneaker. Obviously, it was the second sneaker designed by Tinker Hatfield. Tinker Hatfield took over in the Air Jordan 3s and turned the brand around, created two of the most iconic sneakers out the gate with the 3s and the 4s. We've reviewed plenty of 4s on the channel before, from the cements to the breads to the motorsports, I think I did. And I got another review of 4s coming probably after this video, so keep your eye out. But yeah, the 4s are definitely one of my favorite sneakers. I've had about 7-8 pairs of 4s at this point, and yeah, they look so nice, they're so comfy, and yeah, they do well with me. So that kind of leads me into the next topic, the comfort and fit. They fit like any other Jordan 4. The comfort, although I will say, is a little bit better. I rock my motorsports most of the time, and the leather's a lot stiffer on that pair. So I'm really happy to have this pair sort of like an alternative, where if my feet are sore, you know, I can just kind of rock these instead. But yeah, super comfortable. Obviously not as much as the New Balance or something like that, but they do their job. They're going to be fine. They're not going to give you blisters or anything bad like that. good sneaker, good comfort, good feel, and fit true to size. With most of the Jordans, I think they fit true to size, but obviously if you have a wider foot, you might have a little bit of issues. But I don't think it's too big of a deal. So yeah, that's kind of the review for the sneaker. It's a good one. I like this pair a lot. But I want to hear in the comments, what do you guys think about the collaboration between soccer and basketball, between Jordan Brand and PSG, and would you want to see something like this with any other teams across the world, whether it be volleyball or lacrosse or other niche sports like that? Would you want to see crossovers between Jordan Brand and those other teams? I know Jordan has a racing team, so maybe even something like that, a racing team cross with Jordan, that'd be cool. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this sneaker and anything else you want to get off your chest. I'll be down there, have a chat, whatever. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.